Alright, let's rank the Feast trilogy. I reviewed all three of them. I'll leave a link so you can check out all three of those reviews. Had a lot of fun discussing them because these are just very bonkers movies. They're just insane. Lots of over-the-top shit in them. And so if you want to hear more of my thoughts on these movies, check out those reviews. So let's just do a very quick, brief discussion on all three of them again. In this ranking, from worst to best, what is my least favorite of these three movies? It's the second one, because it's just way over the top. Like, it's just a lot of fart jokes and stuff that just didn't work for me. It was really cringy, and it has a lot of green screen and CGI that just does not look good. It feels very cheap, but also bigger than the first movie. Like, there's a lot more chaos happening. There's a lot more creatures in it, but it's a drastic change in tone and pace than the first one. This one is the slowest to me, so that also hurt it as well. But I like Clu Gallagher in this movie. He's very funny. I like that he just won't die, even though his throat is like bleeding the whole movie. He got his throat ripped out in the first one, and he's still clinging on to life throughout the second and third movie. And so is this other chick in part two. She just keeps getting the shit kicked out of her throughout the whole movie, and she just keeps on walking. It's very silly. I did chuckle a few times, but a lot of the humor did not land, and that's what holds it all the way down here at number 3. My second favorite of this trilogy is Feast 3. The biggest thing that I like about this movie, the most memorable thing about it, is just the ending. It's so out of left field. I love it. No movie will ever end like this ever again. It's just an insane ending. And the humor is dialed back some in this one. It's not as over the top and disgusting as part 2. It's closer to the tone of part 1. And the characters are fine in this one. They're carryovers from part 2, but I like some of the new characters we get in this one, like Shit Kicker and the Prophet. And I like that they brought back the title card things from part 1, where it says the life expectancy and shit like that. But yeah, just the ending of this movie is fantastic. And Clu Gallagher once again. So number 3 is my number 2. And of course, my favorite of the trilogy is the one that started it all, the original Feast. This one is the least silly of the 3, and it's just the right amount of silly. Like, it's definitely a comedy. It's a horror comedy, creature feature, that works for me. It's gory. I think it's the goriest of the 3. I like this small scale setting, just them trapped in a bar getting attacked. The moment when the guy just kicks open the door, like, I'm the guy who's gonna save your asses, and then he gets killed right away. Like, I just love all that stuff. The humor in this one works for me. The gore works for me in this one. It's the best looking, and it's the funniest to me. I love the title cards, like I just said about part 3, when they brought it back. This is the one that started that. The life expectancy, like, it's just hilarious to me, this movie. So it's the best paced, it's the best humor, and it's the best gore, and it's just the most fun to me. So the first one is my favorite of the trilogy easily. So that is my quick ranking of this trilogy. What is your ranking of this trilogy, from worst to best, best to worst, however you want to do it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like what you've seen here, you can hit this like button and become a subscriber today just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds. And until next time, it's just an opinion. You don't need to get butthurt about it.